Yeah, if I'm being honest with you, I'm hurt. I'm hurt a lot. That Luka trade broke me a lot. So for that reason, I'm gonna dedicate this show to him tonight. Can you hold this for me for just 1 second? We got the Luka jersey. We got the Luka jersey.
It's out of date, but okay.
We're we're wearing this one tonight for Luka Doncic.
Giving a
Yeah, I mean, looking at the short term first, I think both teams actually get worse in the short term. I look at the Lakers right now. Their defense, Anthony Davis anchored that defense. Luka Doncic is not known for his defense. And, you look at that, they don't really have a center, at least for right now. And that's bad. And the Mavs, they don't have any. They have one creator. They have one guy who can create on offense right now, and that's Kyrie Irving. And in the long term, the Mavs are screwed. 80 and Kyrie are 31 and 32. They don't have many first-round picks in the future. They traded a lot of those to get Kyrie and other guys, PJ, Gafford. And, the Lakers, they got their next superstar, the face of the franchise, for the next decade, who they can build around. People are going to want to flock to L.A. to play with him. He's going to be their next Kobe Bryant. So, yeah, L.A. is set for the future. Yeah, I actually like the Jakob Poeltl answer a lot, but I'm gonna stick with the Lakers. I'm gonna stick with the center position, but I think this guy will be a little bit better fit for the Lakers. I'm going Miles Turner. He can rim protect, 16 points per game, 40% from three-point range this season. That's really impressive for a center. 2 blocks per game. He's the perfect center who can just give you rim protection, who can stretch the floor, shoot some threes. Right now they're rocking with Jackson Hayes, Maxi Kleber, stretch 5. Miles Turner brings that stretch 5, but he can shoot, but he can also rim protect with the best of them. And I just think, also physically, he's just better than Maxi Kleber. He's had a lot of injuries a little bit lately. So I like Miles Turner a lot for that Lakers, and I think that's going to help them so much. Yeah, I look at South Carolina. Their defense is really impressive. They're only giving up 56 points per game on the season. Texas really struggled. They only scored about 50 points against South Carolina. They forced South Carolina with 22 turnovers. South Carolina had 22 turnovers when they played. They had 3 fast break points the whole game. Usually fast break, you want to usually when you get turnovers, you want to get on the fast break real quick, get the ball up the court, catch South Carolina out of position on defense. They weren't able to do that even though they forced 22 turnovers. You have got to get on the fast break. You got to get moving. You got to catch South Carolina out of position, and that's how you're going to score on them, because when they get their defense set, it's going to be so hard to score against them. So that's what I look at when I watch the last game, and I think Texas can do that. I like their chances a lot. Yeah, when I look at these two teams, in terms of the Super Bowl matchups, this might be one of the best that we've ever seen in recent memory. Eagles, Chiefs, the 2 best players in the world, in my opinion, Saquon Barkley and Patrick Mahomes. You got 2 elite defenses, offensive star power all around the field. It's such a tough one to look at. I think the easiest bet this game is going to be super close. It's going to come down to the wire. And I look at the 2 quarterbacks. I look at Jalen Hurts. I look at Patrick Mahomes. Who is going to step up late in the game and lead their team on a game-winning drive? It's going to be Patrick Mahomes, man. Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback, but Patrick Mahomes is on track to become the GOAT. Patrick Mahomes is maybe the most clutch QB we've ever seen. And I can't pick anyone over him if the game is tight at the end of the game. I think the Chiefs are going to three-peat, and Patrick Mahomes is going to lead their team to victory. Yeah, look, I thought about this a long time. I thought about going with the Bills. I love Josh Allen. He's my pick for the MVP this year if I had a vote. I just don't know if they can do it, man. The Chiefs have just beaten them over and over again in the playoffs, and it's got to be a mental thing at this point. Going to Arrowhead, even just playing in Buffalo, in the playoffs. Can they get over the hump over the Chiefs? Can they beat Mahomes? Can they beat Spagnuolo, who's a mastermind in the playoffs with the blitzes he sent against Josh Allen? It's absolutely incredible. So, I do not believe that the Bills can beat Mahomes. I don't think anyone can beat Mahomes in the playoffs. I think he will be the greatest QB of all time when it's all said and done. And I just think I don't see anyone beating the Chiefs as long as he and Spagnuolo are there. It's tough, and man, that roster's still good too. So, no, I gotta go with the Chiefs, man. Yeah, for me, this one was really easy. Looking at it, it's Jackson Dart, man. Jackson Dart had a great week of practices. People were skeptical about his arm strength going into the Senior Bowl, and he really impressed scouts this week. And He also, during the game, he showed off his legs like he did during the season with the rushing touchdown. He had a big throw to Jack Beck, who won the MVP of the Senior Bowl. Shout out to him. And yeah, people are saying he could be in the first round now, like the third QB taken off the board. Like in a weak draft class, like he had the ability to move up the draft stock so much during this, and he did, man. And like a first round pick for Jackson Dart, like who would have thought that about a couple weeks ago? Like no one. So I think, you know, he might not get that first round, but like his stocks are going up really high. So I think it's got to be Jackson Dart for this pick. Yeah. Yeah, my top three got to be number 3. It's got to be Katie Ledecky. Number 2, I got to go Serena Williams. And number 1 for me is Simone Biles. She's absolutely incredible. So it's, I think, same, different order. But yeah.
You had Serena, Katie, Simone.
Yes.
You had Serena, Katie, Simone.
No,
You had
Katie, Serena, Simone.
Katie, Serena, Simone.
Yeah. I'm definitely going with Tom Brady in the Super Bowl versus the Eagles when Nick Foles won. Tom Brady, I can't remember the stats, but I think he had like 400 yards passing. He had like a lot of touchdowns. That was a shootout. Tom Brady played his heart out that game, and Nick Foles and the Eagles just beat him out. But Tom Brady was not the reason the Patriots lost that game. Yeah, it's got to be wings. Wings are the GOAT. Wings are the GOAT for watching football. You can't beat wings. It just tastes so good. You just a perfect handheld food. Gets a little messy, but that's part of the fun of it, right? You know, so it's got to be wings, undisputed.
27 points to start the semester. We have a back-to-back champion, Nolan Clay.
Go! Let's go!
Do we have time for FaceTime?
We do. All right, so we're dedicating this one to Luka Doncic, man. This one's for you. Dallas, this is for you. The whole city of Dallas. This makes everyone feel so much better. I know everyone, the streets of Dallas are going to be celebrating because Nolan Clay just won Crossfire. This one's for you, Dallas. Dallas, let's go.